What's up, fellas? Okay, today we're doing another tier list video. I don't even care if no one wants to watch these. I just have such a good time making them, so I'm going to keep making them until I get bored. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I've gotten mixed responses from people. People have been very offended by my cereal rankings, so sorry about that, but also not sorry because my opinions are correct, so. Okay, today we are going to be doing something really fun, something that I eat every single day, multiple times a day. Today we're going to do fruit. I try to pick one of the most thorough lists. Some of them only have like 10 fruits. I'm like, there are more than 10 fruits in the world. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. We're gonna start off top left as per usual. We've got green apple. You know, sometimes it's okay. But it's it's not B, it's C. It's C tier. They're good and sour and they're good for certain things, but you would never pick it. And if you do pick it, if a green apple is your choice of apple, then you need to reconsider and maybe try some other apples in the grocery store next time you go. All right, we've got red apple. This is so broad. What is a red apple? Are we talking red delicious? Because then it's D tier because those are grainy and mealy and disgusting. But if we're talking honey crisp, that, on the other hand, my friend, you know what? Let's just pretend it's Honey Crisp. And that's S tier. Honey Crisps just hit so different. Honey Crisps are by far the best apple. Pink Lady, close second. But don't you dare think that I'm talking about red delicious apple here, because I'm not. Those are D tier. Notice how I added a I've never had this tier so that it can be fairly represented, not just in the last tier. Apricot. Gross. Just a bad fruit. Who picks these? Who looks at these at the grocery store and is like, I want some apricot. Apricot, who cares? They're both gross. I mean, they're the same fruit. Even dried, they're bad. I just, ugh. Avocado, is that a fruit? It is a fruit, I guess, technically. The people are gonna be like, yeah, well, there's a seed in it, so that means it's a fruit. Okay, sue me, all right? Well, that's S tier because avocados are great. I used to actually not like avocados and then I grew up and realized they're really good. So tell me that guacamole's bad. Give me one reason why it's bad. I just will never understand. The creaminess, you can add it to almost anything and it makes it better. Ooh, it's good. Banana, S tier. I feel like a lot of these are gonna be S tier because I just love them. I love fruit. It's one of my favorite foods. But bananas are so versatile. But don't get me started on the ripeness scale. If you're one of those people that looks at a brown banana and is like, I can't wait to eat this right now, just straight, like, excuse me, I think you need to reconsider that opinion. Because green bananas are the best to eat, but the brown bananas are the best to like freeze and put in smoothies and banana bread. Okay, enough. I need to stop explaining. This is gonna be such a long video otherwise. Blackberries. They're B tier. The seeds are so big, they just get stuck in your teeth and then you feel like you have sand in your teeth. But they're sweet, like when they're picked straight off the vine, ooh. But most of the time you're getting it from a grocery store and they're not that great. Blackcurrant, what the heck is that? Blueberry, B tier as well. Yes, they're like a pretty common fruit and they're okay, but they don't have the best flavor. They really don't, they're not that sweet, they kind of taste gritty, they get mushy easily. Cantaloupe, same with B tier. It's okay over the summer. Sometimes it's really tasty, but a lot of the time it's just bland. And I know that's gonna be controversial. People are gonna be like, excuse me, that's D tier. But a good fruit salad over the summer, the fruit is sweet. Ooh, coconut. It's C tier. I like coconut milk, I like everything, but would you ever just eat coconut? No. In terms of just like the raw natural fruit, like what are you doing with it? The coconut water's good, the coconut milk's good, but everything else, it's like, you're not gonna just eat the coconut. Or maybe I don't. Cherries, ooh, A tier. Cherries are really good. I really hate that they have pits, so it's like a tedious thing to eat. But frozen cherries, they're good. They're really anti-inflammatory. Not that we're talking about the health benefits of these fruits, but cherries are good, especially like white cherries. Ooh, over the summer, Cranberry, ugh. Are these edible, like just by themselves? I've never seen anyone just eat cranberries. It's always cranberry juice. I don't know. Dates, oh, #1 for me. Excuse me, #1. Dates are my favorite food. Dates with peanut butter, the best thing that you could ever eat. It tastes like a candy bar. Dates are literally just nature's candy. That was so cliche, and no one cares. Seriously, like if you've never had a date, yes, they look like bugs, okay? That is one of the cons. They do look like bugs, but they're so good. Go try dates if you haven't. Medjool dates, don't get pitted because those are usually drier. Just medjool dates, get them, pit them yourselves, put some nut butter in there. Thank me later. Dragon fruit, D tier. Looks super cool, tastes like nothing. Durian, I've never had it and I've heard it smells like gasoline, so that's a big turn off. So that's a no for me. A fig, another D tier. Just so many better fruits out there. They kind of gross me out on the inside texture. I really do not enjoy that, and I would never pick it. Gooseberry, what the heck? Who has had these? Let me know in the comments down below. Have you eaten a gooseberry? I've never even heard of it. And I'm the fruit connoisseur. Grapefruit, D tier, disgusting. Disgusting. Why would you ever pick a grapefruit? Like, when people eat grapefruit for breakfast, I'm like, do you want a miserable morning? Is that why you're picking the grapefruit? The only way to eat a grapefruit is to put sugar on it. That's not the point of a fruit. Red grapes. These are B tier for me. I didn't really grow up on red grapes. They're really good when they're nice and juicy and plump, but the reason I put a B tier, because I am putting white grapes A tier. Not S tier. They would be S tier if they were always just plump and juicy and crisp, but I would say half of the time they're not good. But the reason why they're not lower is because the times where they are just perfect, oh, I could eat a bag in one sitting and not even care. Not even have a care in the world. Okay, kiwi, gross. Gross, 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 gross. Those seeds, they taste like sand. In the hairy outer. Lemon. I would say A tier. Lemon is pretty versatile. You can do a lot with it. Obviously you can't eat it straight up, but it has a great flavor. Lime is going B tier for me because when you add it to water, let's say, lemon water tastes better than lime water in my opinion. Lime is a little bit more bitter. Lychee, what the heck? Who eats these? They look concerning with their whiter innard. They almost look inedible. Who was the first person to be like, I'm gonna put this into my mouth and eat it? Mango. Another one that is A tier. It's not S tier, but it would be if the mango was always the perfect ripeness. Actually, you know what? I'm putting this B tier. I'm putting this B tier because I hate having to peel and cut a mango. It gives me anxiety. I hate messy things on my hands when I eat it. And mango has to be one of the messiest. You can't peel it that correctly and then you have to slurp it up. Most of the time, it's not even the perfect ripeness. When you get the good ones, they're really good. Nectarine, A tier. The better version of a peach. Don't give me that furry outer skin. I just want the smooth skin nectarine. I wish they had a white nectarine on here because that would be even above S tier because that's one of my favorite fruits over the summer. But ooh, hard nectarines are just so gross. Orange. It depends on what kind of orange we're talking about, but I would go B tier. If we're talking like a sumo citrus orange, the ones that peel super easily and they're so sweet, ooh, S tier for sure. But most of the oranges I would say my whole life I would avoid because I hated peeling them. I hated it. I'm not the type of person that can just peel it in one smooth spiral. I was always envious of that. I don't know how people can do that. But then your hands just stink for hours too, and I don't like that. Papaya, gross, gross. Gross fruit. Gross fruit. Even when it is ripe and perfect, it just tastes mealy and weird. It tastes incorrect. It looks yummy when all the seeds are gone, but it tastes bad. Passion fruit, C tier. Very tasty, very unique flavor, but weird texture. Can't get used to it. Put it in a smoothie, yes. Anything else, no. A peach, A tier. Still like peaches, not as good as nectarines. In my opinion, white peaches are the best peaches over the summer, but I don't like the furry outside. I really don't. That's a weird texture in my mouth. A pear would be B tier. Actually, yeah, B tier. Pears are good, but again, if it's not ripe, it's all hard and weird, but they do hit the spot when it's a good, yummy pear. But I don't like eating it. It's weird. It's a weird experience. Persimmon, oh my gosh. One of the weirdest fruits you will ever try. The weirdest texture ever. The girls on the Portland team and I this fall were at a cross country meet and we ate a persimmon that wasn't ripe enough and it literally made our tongue go numb. It was the weirdest sensation ever. I've had persimmons that are ripe and really sweet and they were okay, but it's just a weird experience. So it's going C tier. Pineapple, A tier. Very tasty when they're perfectly juicy and sweet, but they just destroy your mouth. You can't eat a ton without feeling it and feeling the effects. Also, doesn't have the best texture in smoothies, kind of makes it airy and weird. Plum, D tier, gross. Would never pick it. Who picks plums? Pomegranate, C tier, very tasty seeds, but the pain of opening a pomegranate, it's so tedious. Of course you're just gonna buy the little packaged seeds that cost $800 at the store. No one's gonna take the time to open a pomegranate and try to scrape out the fleshy innards. Pomelo, never had it, never will. It looks like lungs. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that the one that tastes like chocolate? I think I'm mistaken. Raspberries are, honestly, S tier. Raspberries are really, really good. They're perfect amount of sweetness. The seeds don't get too much stuck in your mouth. And when you get a good batch over the summer, it's delicious. Red currant, what the heck is that? Just looks like cranberries, the same thing. Star fruit. Great looking fruit, not the best taste. Super cool shape, but again, no one would ever get these in the store. I'm surprised that people buy these. I think people buy them because they're like, whoa, what kind of fruit is this? And then they eat it, they're like, okay, that was a one and done type of situation. Strawberries has to go A tier. I love, love, love strawberries, but most of the time they're white, a little bit on the top, and they're not the perfect sweetness. But when you get that perfect summer fresh batch, ooh, S tier all the way, but I can't say because most of the time they're just A tier. Tangerine is a step above the orange because they're a lot easier to peel, but citrus just isn't my absolute fave, you know? And watermelon has to be one of my favorite fruits, S tier. Man, that is just so good over the summer. I don't even care if they're mealy. I mean, I really do care, but then I just turn it into watermelon juice and it turns out amazing. But a nice crisp watermelon on a hot summer day, it does not get any better than that. And that, my friends, is the fruit tier list, which is 100% correct. And yeah, fight me on it in the comments, let me know.